Thanks, friends, family, and survivors. Well, we're back home for a while, and the fire, we're not out of the woods yet, but the wind picked up and blew the smoke out. It did rain a little bit yesterday, and it cooled off, and they got some more dozer lines in and a contingency line. They had a couple of significant runs, and I know they've been able to do some burnout operations with the major inversion that we've had for 5 days. But they also had a run where they, from what I understand, they had to do a backfire, which you never want to do. It's a last ditch effort. But so far, they're able to save those communities and haven't lost any buildings over here. On the other fire, the Alameda fire, they've lost, I think, 2,400 homes. But over here, nothing. And they've really done a good job, even though this is the nation's #1 fire right now. And I don't know what the containment was. Last time I checked, it was 0% contained. I don't know what it is now, but we're not out of the woods. It's supposed to heat up and dry out again. We'll just see how it goes next week. But I do have some good news. I was able to find two more Tesla batteries. What do you think of that? And it turned out that the guy that I got these from bought them from the same place at the same time I bought mine. So it's the same batch. It came out of the same car. Pretty cool. And he wanted to buy more for his sailboat, and he looked for a year and was never able to find any more. So he put these out on eBay. So I bought these two for the same price I bought my other one. So I've got 15 kilowatts now. And these are two more BMSs. They're Dallys. They're NMC. So it's the right chemistry. And they're just like the other ones that I have. So each module has its own BMS. And so we're starting to get the solar system decommissioned and get it ready to move to the other side of the mountain. So I've gone round and round with how we want to power the well, which pump to get, and yeah, I could put there's so much water down there, I could put a 5 horsepower pump on it, but the idea is we want to be able to run it with the system that we have. So I opted for a 12-stage, half horsepower, 115 volt, 3-wire pump, rather than going with a 230, 240 volt cap started pump, which would have required another inverter than I have. So what I opted for, it's a convoluted situation to figure out what I needed to do, but here's the deal. The existing solar system I have, there's 3 different arrays, and 2 of the arrays are on MPPT, and the 3rd array is on PWM, and that won't work because all 3 arrays are going to be out by the well, and the solar shed, which you're looking at, is going to be 170 feet away. Well, I can't push current to 170 feet with the PWM charge controller. So I went ahead and bought another Outback FlexMax 60. And here's the deal. I can run the well with our one inverter, a Magnum 4,000 watt inverter. We can run the whole house and the well. But I didn't want to put that kind of load on the main inverter. So what I did is I ordered another 24 volt pure sine wave 3500 watt inverter, and actually I got a 3000 watt inverter, and I got a great deal on it. They're reliable brand, and I don't know how reliable the inverters are. They seem to work or don't, but if you get one that isn't good, the company's really good at sending you out another one. And this one has pretty good reviews, so I didn't want to spend another $2,000 on an inverter, so I spent about $300 on another inverter, and it'll run just the well. So the well will be on its own inverter, and the house will be on its own inverter, and I'll have MPPT charge controllers on all 3 arrays. And that way I can put the dig 1 trench, and so the solar and the water and the power to the well will all be in the 1 trench, and just get an excavator out there to trench that line in. Just do it all at one time and throw all that in one hole. And I think that'll work. I decided to go with a pitless adapter because it's very cold there, and I didn't want to build a well house with an insulated building that had to be heated. So we'll go a pitless adapter, and this shed is going to have to suffice until we do something with the house. And the shed is going to be busy. It's going to be insulated with R19 and sheetrocked. It'll have the washer and the dryer, the solar equipment, the Tesla batteries, and the water system, the pressure tank, that sort of thing. And the hot water heater mounted on the outside. And then if I need to heat this building, it'll also have a chest freezer in there. And if I need to heat it, I'll be able to heat it with solar. But I also have 2 wind generators, and I thought, why not just throw a wind generator up and use one of them for heat, which would work pretty good. So since it's got a dump load resistive element, that's one way to heat. Either excess power just goes into heat, and I have everything to do it, so maybe I'll do that. But I didn't want to try to heat 2 buildings, because otherwise you have to build a little well house if you're not using a pitless adapter, and you have your water come up out the top of the well casing. That has to be in a heated, insulated room, and I don't want to do that. So that's what's going on. I'm not sure when we'll get back over to the other side to finish up the fence and install all the stuff. We may just collect parts and get ready to head over there in April at the earliest, in June at the latest, and just deal with it all then. Sold a little more lumber today, about $80 worth, I guess. This is what's left, not much. That's a good thing. Did good this year. All right, hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe. Have a blessed night.